So last night I went to Sunset with my friend Terry. Are you going to talk through my whole tape that I just started? That's Ray Marion, everybody, and he's famous here on Monotone Radio.
So impolite.
So this is a true story, I swear to God, and it'll remind a lot of some of my older listeners about meeting under the Sitco sign at midnight. It's that kind of a story, but it happened to me like so recently that I don't want to say how close it was, because I don't want to put the people who victimized me unconsciously by accident. I don't want to put them in trouble. But here's the story. So I go to Sunset with Terry, and Pam is there, and Jeff, and we decide we're going to go get some pizza. So after arguing about which pizza place to go to, Terry, just did the vote that got rid of the pizza place that I wanted to go to. Terry said no, so we didn't go. So we go to Pizza Madness, and we have pizza, and it's delicious. And I have like 4 pieces. So now I've hit the wall eating. I will walk home because it's right across the street. So I sat down, got on the computer, as I always do. Like this is around maybe 10 o'clock at night, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So let's see, where was I? Let's see. So I'm sitting at the computer. I open my computer and I start typing, and then I feel a little bit woozy, okay? This is 10 o'clock. I'm going to make this long story shorter because I'm down here. Where am I? We're in Molokai at what famous place?
Kalaupapa.
Kalaupapa?
K-A-L-A-U, so it's Kalaupapa.
We're here at Kalaupapa at the leper colony. I think there's only 2 or 3 people afflicted with leprosy. So, and our government's paying for it, but I don't know what happens after those 3 pass. Anyway, my story. So I'm sitting at the computer. All of a sudden, the words start melting, just like 40 years ago, when somebody laced a matzo ball soup. Here I am, Charles Lacquadera, like 40 and give or take a few decades, years old, and trying to stay sane while. Oh, did I tell you how I got to what happened? I'm at the computer. Did I tell you about the chocolates? I forgot to tell you about them. Oh, well, before I sat on the computer, when I sat down at the computer, one of my guests from maybe weeks ago, days ago, years ago, one of my guests handed this to me, and because I'm on the computer and I'm doing stuff, answering back and forth, and I'm hard of hearing, she says something about blah, 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 legibles or whatever, and I thought, oh, this is great. And I look at and I love chocolate, and those, C's candies. These are like 4 little mini chocolates, and they're covered with nuts and salt and a beautiful title. I forget the title. And all this, it looked just like French chocolate. Like, this is something that's so good of her to just, she just dropped it on my desk. She said, these are the legibles or whatever. And I said, thank you. And she walked into her room. Her daughter walked into her room. And I'm sitting there, and I go to put the TV on. And I put the TV on, and I noticed that everything's really getting woozy about whether I can balance myself or not. So now I start panicking because I just can't figure out what's making me woozy. When you're getting high, as you get higher, what's happening. So, even though I haven't done any drugs, except maybe for an occasional Ambien in maybe 2 decades, there I was. Did I tell you about the chocolate?
Yes.
So, and I had 2. The first one was great, and I had 2. You kidding me? I forgot. She had told me about these edibles. Edibles, that's what they're called, up country, and all the hippies and all that. Everybody knows what an edible is. So, except me. I had 2 edibles, and it's like 10:30 at night, and I've got this big expedition I'm going to go on, the one we're on right now.
Yeah.
In Anapali, and I might have to end this story as soon as the tour person comes. So there I am. All of a sudden, it's getting worse and worse and worse. So now I'm thinking, holy cow! What if it's 10? It's now almost 11 o'clock. How am I going to go to sleep? 11:30. It's 12 o'clock. What am I going to do? These guys are going to be so disappointed. Terry's going to hate me. Randall's going to be calling all over. I got to start typing people and tell them I'm in trouble. So Terry was the only one that didn't get. You got, how long? Your text was like about 4 pages, right? Do you remember what the text said?
Yeah, got it, if you want to see it.
No, just tell me. Read it, sort of paraphrase it. What was it?
Yeah.
No, don't read it. We don't have time. Just
Anyway, you said that you were...
Now, Ray used to be a doctor, so I went to him first.
You said that you were going cocoa bananas, and that you called Dr. Greg Park, and he told you to go to the emergency room.
Right.
Yeah.
So at that time, you're right, you didn't know what was wrong yet, right?
I turned my phone off at night, so I didn't see it.
Oh, cool. Okay, so the next one was one from me saying, what? What was it? We could read the text. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read the text.
Yeah, it's like, you said
anyway,
you said there was going to be a quiz, but I didn't believe you.
Yeah,
really
pop quiz Tuesday. This is just
yeah.
So now I don't know who to call. I called Randall. I don't know, and because
this is great.
Because this is what I sent to my friend Ray. Hey Ray, it's about 11 o'clock tonight and I have no clue what's going on with me. I just had a pizza next door at Pizza Madness, came home. I've been trying for the past hour. No, everything's been fine, but now it's like I'm starting to trip, like as if I'm on acid. Anyway, I'll still plan on being there tomorrow, and if I'm not, I'm probably crawling up a wall or something. First, this is later. Okay, Ray, after a whole bunch of freaking out, I found out what is happening to me. This is, of course, after calling Dr. Park, and I woke up Dr. Park, and he kept saying, you should try, do you have vertigo? And I'm saying, no, I don't, well, it's hard for me to walk. I cannot even walk. And he said, lie down on the bed, and so I lay down, and on the phone, he's telling me, okay, do you still feel dizzy and whatever? In the meantime, his voice was getting weird, and I just said, okay, Dr. Park, I know what, he said, he ended up just telling me to call 911, and I said, look, they make too much noise. He said, I don't know what to tell you. So I think he might have known. Anyway, that's it. There was more here. Yeah. All of a sudden, it hit me that I had taken 2 chocolates which my guests had given me, and I had sushi, and she told me what they were, but what's the sushi? That's just autocorrect. Anyway, she told me that what they were, but I didn't understand whatever terminology they use when they talk about candies filled with weed. Okay, I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. I'll see you in the morning. Oops, this is the morning now. Still up, really tripping right now. Here's Randall's phone number. Not kidding, by the way, not kidding. Make sure everybody goes on this trip because it's really important to everybody to go. I just woke up and everybody's probably going to be okay. Randall's picking me up at 7:45, so we'll see you there. The only thing Ray said through that whole thing at the bottom, great.
You're alive.
Glad you're okay. Yeah, that was it. Glad you're okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
So who's this guest? Is this a random guest?
These are just random guests that come. People always want to bring something, and there's nothing wrong with those things. People use them if they have broken limbs and they don't want to take. But to take 2 of them, she had told me way back when she was going to bring them. I said, I don't do that stuff, but my guests. She said, yeah, your guests are going to love them, but tell them to be careful. She said, some of them are real strong. To California, we have it down, how to mix it right. 2. I took 2. Yeah. And it was salt and chocolate. It was pretty cool. And I didn't realize it until after I'd hung up from Dr. Park.
Yeah.
And it hit me like, her fucking chocolates, they're not chocolates, they're those things. The mentionables, what are they called?
Edibles.
Edibles.
Yeah.
Edibles.
How long after do you think from eating to oh my God?
I had nothing, eating that pill?
Yeah,
candy. Not the candy. Well, like I told you, I came back from Pizza Madness, I had the candy then. Yeah. So then within an hour, I just started slowly just hitting me. And these are supposed to be for medicinal, so I'm sure I would, if I'd had 1.5 less, I probably could have slept on it. But
you were feeling no pain though?
No, and here's something that I want to make very clear to you. I have been there, and I have done it, and I know that whatever it was in a edible, and I know that's only THC and marijuana, but whatever was in there, I did not get high. I tripped. I was tripping half the night, just like at Woodstock. It's like the craziest feeling. I swear to God. And this guest, way back when she gave it to me, she was being real nice, but I forgot what they were. I just thought they were, anyway.
Well, she didn't give it to you last night. They were just sitting there under.
They were just sitting there, and
Oh, they've been there for a
I was in the
while.
mood for chocolate,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said you tapped on the shoulder.
Well, even if they were there, even if they were there only 2 minutes, I'm not going to say that because I want to protect the innocent.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
Crazy, man.
so where was I? So I'm panicking. I can't sleep. I got to call Randall. How do we do this? Blah blah blah. No, so Terry, and then I went and I knocked on the door of the person. Oh, I guess I just gave it away. I knocked on the door of the person who gave them to me,
Yeah.
and I said, whatever her name is. I said, she said, come in. What's up? And I said, the chocolates you gave me, I thought they were just chocolates, and I had 2, and I've got to go on this big tour tomorrow, and I'm driving my Tesla. She said, relax. You'll be fine. She said, it'll be gone in 6 hours.
Oh, man.
It wasn't gone in 6 hours. It's still not gone. I still.
Oh, is that why you're...
I'm high right now. You guys know that, right? You
Don't
don't.
throw those other 2 away.
Charles, it's hard to tell the difference.
Okay,
So,
so
Charles, the lady gave them to you last night, or she gave them to you a while ago?
she gave it to me a while ago.
She's a freaking
But she's
guest.
not the same lady. No, this was a different lady. This was her niece. How am I doing so far?
Awesome.
The lady who's in your apartment now, she's not the one who gave them to you.
Right. And Randall, even if she was, why are you asking me that in front of 30,000 people on Facebook?
Oh, I thought we're live?
We're live. Say hi to everybody.
Oh, this is live.
Yeah, this is going to go. I think this.
Good thing it is.
If my producer's okay, this is going to go in my multimedia memoir. It's like a book that I don't write and a book that you don't read. You just go to the website and there'll be my whole life story. I cannot believe there'll be a story about me tripping again in my freaking 60s plus, give or take a few
Yeah, a few years.
decades.